down. Okay, you guys, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to come to you guys today to give you a brief video to talk about my top things before moving to a new state with your Section 8 voucher. I know my last video, I had a lot of questions about, the porting process. So I thought I would give you some tips on that as well. Let's go. Okay, so yes, baby. Go ahead, sure. Don't make that water too hot for her. So anyways, my bad, mom duty. So some of the things that I wanted to share with you guys from my opinion, from single mom to single mom or to mom, as far as it goes when it comes to porting. So basically, when you port your Section 8 voucher, essentially what you're doing is you're moving from one housing authority to the next. So you have your housing authority that you're currently with, and let's say if you're moving from Ohio to Texas. So you have your Ohio housing authority, and then whichever area you're moving in the new area, whichever housing authority services that area to which you're moving, you're going to take it to that. So let's just say it's the Ohio Housing Authority and then the Texas Housing Authority. So what you're going to do is you're going to, number one thing is you're going to notify your landlord first that you intend on moving from your property in writing. You send it to them in certified mail. Once you do that, you're going to go to your caseworker at your current housing authority and let them know that you would like to have a port packet. You're going to fill out that packet and follow all of the instructions to the T in that packet on what you should do, because each authority has the same process, but some things may be slightly different. So just make sure that you follow exactly what they're telling you. Okay, next, while you're doing that, my advice is to do your research. So if you know that your lease is coming, that's enough, Azzy. That's enough. Sorry. So if you know that your lease is ending in January, right? And you know that at the end of December 31st, right? So you know on January 1st, you would like to be moved to a new place. My suggestion is to start doing your research 3 to 6 months before you want to port out. So it would be basically starting around August. Around August, you want to start your research. Let me spit this gum out. You want to start your research for the area that you're moving in. The things that you want to look for when you're porting out, especially if you are a single mom. I mean, this video can apply towards anybody, but specifically I'm talking to the single moms who are moving from one state to the next with just themselves and their kids and with little to no support. You're going to want to worry about, I think, 3 different things. First of all, you want to make sure the schools, what type of transportation, and the doctor's office, like the doctors, your dentists, your eye doctors, things like that. When I say the schools, you don't want to move to an area where, for one, in my personal opinion, that the schools are not sufficient. Number one. Number two, you don't want to move to the area where the school is going to be too hard or too far from your home. Meaning, you want to move to an area, typically in Texas, I should say, they try to keep the neighborhoods in the suburban areas. They try to keep the school within the community, your housing development, right? So you want to move to an area that you can have easy access to your kids' school, that it's not going to, be a long commute for you to get your kids to school, okay? Reason being is because, first of all, if your car breaks down, you want to be able to get them to school regardless if you have a car or not, right? Also, another thing is the traffic here is so heavy That's enough water. Is that you made a whole bunch of bubbles? Okay. All right. Don't wash the knives. Okay. So the traffic in Texas could be, it's iffy depending on the area you live in. For me, my area around school time, around rush hour, the traffic can be very heavy. So I like to make sure that I'm living in the area. Yes.
I get some ice cream.
Not right in a minute, okay? Give me a second when I'm done with this video, okay? And you have to eat dinner first, and then you can get ice cream, okay? Thank you. So, sorry, you guys. So this area that I live in, the traffic can be horrible, you guys. So it's good for me that my kids' school is in our development, because it's not, I can walk them to school, or if I'm driving, it's gonna take me literally like 2 minutes to get there. Another thing is if you're sick, you want to be able to at least map out a route, for your kids' schooling, so that you can get them to school. Oh, pause on the school thing. Well, it's kind of go hand in hand, but if you have children that are under the school age, you want to move to a school district where they offer free all-day Head Start for your 4-year-old. Reason being is because it's very time-consuming and hard to get childcare in the state of Texas. It's not like any other place where you can just go and say, I need childcare, and the state will give it to you. I mean, there are some loopholes, which I'll do a video about loopholes to getting childcare in Texas. But you want to make sure that you're going to move to an area where you can put your 4-year-old in free Head Start or free preschool all day through the actual school systems, okay? For me, I have my twins in full day, all day Head Start. And you guys, when I tell you that's a big help for me, because they I didn't have childcare for them. And so it was a strain on my income and how my day flowed. So that's another thing that goes in with the piece. You want to make sure that whatever school district you're choosing for your kids, for your older kids, if you have older and younger kids like me, or if you just have a 4-year-old, you want to make sure that you're moving them to a district where they can receive free full-day Head Start. Okay. Another thing is when you're moving here, you want to make sure that you're able to take your kids to a reputable physician, dentist, eye doctor, and those different things that's not going to be too far. Okay? Okay, my bad, y'all. I'm back. So what you want to do is, and like I said, make sure that your kids are in a district where they have the free Head Start. That's a saving grace. Number 2, you want to make sure that your kids are in an area where that they can receive medical attention. You don't want to move. Yes. Yeah. Not the crock pot. You want to make sure you move to an area where your kids can go to a good doctor, a good dentist, a good eye doctor, things like that. You don't want to have to move somewhere where those where it's hard to assess, those type of benefits. Because a lot of single moms receive Medicaid for their kids. So you want to make sure that you're in an area that the doctors and the dentists in that area or close by will take Medicaid or Medicare for your kids, okay? Another thing is, when you're moving here, understand this. I cannot speak for any other state except for Ohio and Texas, but when you're in Texas, regardless if you have a Section 8 or not, they do not have programs, yes, to where they will pay your electric for you. Like, you're going to have to pay your electric bill every month. When it's due, it's due. They don't have subsidy programs like in Ohio. We have a program called PIP, where basically, you guys, calm down. I'm on taking a video, okay? Making a video. So in Ohio, they have a video. They have it to where, it's called PIP. And so basically with that program, they'll put you on a budget-friendly or income-based payment plan for your electric and gas bill. So for instance, let's say your electric bill is normally $200, where with PIP, depending on your income, you may only pay $10 a month. They don't have a program like that in Texas. You are required to pay your bill in its entirety every month that is due. And they will cut you off. Trust me, I had to learn the hard way. There are programs because of COVID and different things like that they've given. One second. Okay, I'm back. So there are programs that they have set in place where they will help you pay your bill every so often. Like they'll give you like a lump sum based on your income, but it's not a consistent thing where every month we're paying this and you're only paying $10, $20. No, you have to pay your bill. So that comes to our fourth thing, saving your money. You need to be planning your move. I know that you guys see, victory stories and testimonials. I moved to this state with no money and I had this and I trusted God. That is true. That is very possible. I myself physically moved to Texas with about $2,000 and I've been here for almost 4 years now. Hallelujah. Thank God I have made it. Has it been easy? No. Can it be done? Yes. But if you want to take my advice, you guys are like my home girls or whatever, like my little cousins or whatever. I want y'all to understand is y'all need to have some type of savings. I don't care if you save up $4,000. I don't care if you save, one second. Now, I don't care if you have to save your taxes. I don't care if you have to get another job to help you get your savings up. But do not try to move from one state to the next without having enough money with your Section 8, without having enough money to pay your deposit, for one, in its entirety, and to have enough money to have in your savings account just in case for a rainy day. I'm telling y'all this from experience. I'm telling y'all this is because if I would have had some type of guide before I moved to Texas, I would have done a lot of things differently. You know what I'm saying? But I'm one of those people. I'm really ambitious. I'm really like a risk. I'm kind of like a risk taker, if you will. So I kind of like jumped out there. But if you could take anything from any of my videos, is please move to any state. But if you move, what I'm saying is if you move, have a little bit of savings, at least $4,000 to $10,000 in savings. And I know that seems like a lot, but if you want to move, you can save that money. When you get your move around tax time. So that way, once you get your taxes, you have that big lump sum of money and you can move, and if you know that you're going to be moving, and let's just say like me, I didn't take any furniture. I got all new stuff when I moved here. But for some people, that may not be feasible. So start buying things like your kids' beds and pots and pans and things like that. Put it in your Amazon cart and have it and put some money to the side. So that way when you move, you can have it just shipped right to your house and you don't even got to worry about it. You see what I'm saying? Do it like that. Don't try to move to Texas because you want to have a smooth transition, okay? It's all about having a smooth transition. You don't want to move here and be like, oh, wow, I didn't know. You're going to get your first water bill. You're going to get your first electric bill and your gas bill, and it's going to be $300, $400, $500. And you're going to be like, wow, I don't have a job. What am I going to do? And now you only got $1,000, so that's half of your money. What are you going to do for the next month? You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. You need to think about those things. And that's what I'm saying. I mean, really, realistically, I would say have $5,000. I would say $5,000 is a good amount to have moving from one state to another saved up, and boom. Okay, so now you've done all those steps before what I've told you. You started to look at the areas. You started to look at the schools. You started to look at, what type of transportation. If you don't have a car, then you need to move to an area that has maybe may have a public bus system, or you may be a person that's okay with taking Ubers. Or if not, you need to move to an area where your school is in your same neighborhood. The grocery store is not far from your house. You see what I'm saying? The things that you use that are essential for you, your job is not far from your house. You don't want to move in an area where your job is an hour away, your kid's school is 45 minutes away. You know, you don't want to do that. You want to move to an area where all of the things that you need on a daily basis are in close proximity. So now that you've done all that, you've done your research, you found the house, you know what you want to do. Okay? Okay. So now you know what to do. Now you're going to alert your current landlord that you are moving. You're not going to renew your lease. The end of your lease is coming. 30 days before the end of your lease, you're going to send your landlord with 30 to 60 to 30 days, okay? You're going to send your landlord something saying that at the end of your lease, you are not renewing, and that's it. You're going to go to your current housing authority, and you're going to tell them, I need a poured out packet.